The prominent member of the hard-eurosceptic Brexit Party blasted Mrs. May and her Brexit agreement in front of Republicans during the biggest U.S. conservative gathering of the year, the Conservative Political Action Conference (CPAC). Rapturously welcomed on stage last night. Mr. Farage compared the Prime Minister's leadership to Mr. Trump's, and found Mrs. May wanting. Speaking about the UK's imminent withdrawal from the EU, he said, "The people have not changed their mind. Our leader is not made of the same stuff that your leader is made of." Nigel Farage: "I shouldn't have to do any work for the next 4 weeks, but we have a little bit of a problem. Our leader is not made of the same stuff that your leader is made of." Mr. Farage, a longtime supporter of Mr. Trump, also branded the deal thrashed by Mrs. May in Brussels in November 2018 at surrender to the EU. Read more. Brexit Live. EU branded out-of-date museum by US as it pushes for UK trade deal. Nigel Farage branded Theresa May's withdrawal agreement at surrender document. Image Getty. He said, "Our leader has negotiated a withdrawal agreement that reads like a surrender document of a nation that's been beaten at war, and literally has a gun to its head. Our withdrawal agreement means we would leave the EU in name only." Mr. Farage also echoed the US President's worries voiced last year regarding the UK's possibility to strike trade agreements with the US under the terms of the withdrawal agreement. The Eurosceptic MEP said the current Brexit deal means the UK could take many years and possibly never before it is allowed to negotiate a genuine bilateral trade deal with America. Nigel Farage spoke on the first day of CPAC. Image Getty. Donald Trump is to speak at CPAC later today. Image Getty. He added, "There is a very real risk that because of the sheer awfulness of our withdrawal agreement, that we may find that our political class actually choose willfully to delay our departure date." But he, Mr. Farage continued, is getting back fit to make sure politicians in London won't try to betray the result. He said, "If I have to do it again, next time it'll be no more Mr. Nice Guy. Brexit will happen, whether it happens on March 29th, whether we have to fight it again. Brexit will happen, and Trump will be re-elected." During his speech, the fourth delivered to a CPAC crowd in 5 years, Mr. Farage also compared Brexit and the opposition it has been facing in the past 2.5 years by the establishment to the one experienced by Mr. Trump during his presidency. He said, "The one common theme on both sides of the pond is that the establishment, the big businesses behind it, simply refuse to accept the result. They don't accept the legitimacy of Trump." Nigel Farage said Theresa May is not made of the same stuff of Donald Trump. Image Getty. "They don't accept the legitimacy of the Brexit referendum. The campaign against your president, I think, at times, is pretty disgusting. There can never have been a president who has been subject to more abuse and vitriol than Donald Trump." The CPAC is taking place in Washington on Friday and Saturday. Mr. Trump is due to speak later today at 4:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 11:30 a.m. local time.